Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video by me. I'm Original Kings, and this is Road to a Hybrid episode 4, and pretty much just looking at this team. This guy had a few pacey players, apart from that there was nothing really too scary about it. Obviously two rare silvers in there, looking looking quite frightful indeed, but you guys will be able to watch the highlights of this game as I just talk about something quickly. I'd like to say sorry for not being able to upload a video the other day. However, my good friends Matt K. Prince and Cannon Top were on hand to do a very nice dual comment that quite a lot of you really enjoyed watching according to the comment section, and I'd really just like to say thank you to both of them. I think I gave them like 10 minutes to get ready until they did the commentary, so they really were super subs for me and they managed to pull it out of the bag, and I'd like to just say thank you to them, and I will leave their channels in the description below if you haven't gone and subscribed to them already. I believe they're two of the most underrated YouTube directors on the FIFA community scene at this moment in time. Both of them are so good, and yet can have so many more subs. They just need the traffic to go through their channel, and you know, they'd have people subbing all day long. So apart from that, I'd also like to say thank you to Jordan Skills for sponsoring last week's pack opening. I will also put his channel in the description. He used to have over 2,000 subscribers, and then he had to restart his channel, and he is partnered, so but he only has a small amount of subs at the moment because he restarted his channel. So if you guys could go give him a sub as well, that would be great. As you see here, Bradshaw, our super striker, is just slotting away that penalty with ease really, and this game was quite difficult actually. As I said, the two silvers proved to be quite hard to deal with. However, Bradshaw again just showing how good he is, showing his 4-star skills down the side, cuts back in and finesses it. I love him so much. His dribbling is just so good, and his 4-star skills come in handy so many times, especially against these bronze defences. They do help us out quite a lot. Throughout this series, you'll see quite a nice few goals. I think there are 2 or 3 in this episode alone. Of Bradshaw getting on a nice little skill run, but as you see there, Bradshaw picks up the hat-trick to win us the game 3-1, and as you see there, we also get man of the match with a 9.4 rating, which is pretty good if you ask me. And then into the next game, where, to be fair, this guy had a pretty nice hybrid. Now looking at this team, I was pretty scared. Obviously he's got that French centre attacking mid who's pretty fast, Pogba, he's pretty good, and the 2 French defenders are pretty good as well. Now he does have a left back at left mid, and he has a left back at centre back. Now because he had a left back at centre back, I was hoping that the heading wasn't going to be too good, and that's where I'd be able to exploit his team. Well, this game also was quite hard. The guy knew what he was doing, but we take the early lead here, as you see, and very nice bit of interplay, and then the shot goes through the legs and in off the post. As you see there, my controller disconnects, and I do in fact get an achievement for Megged. As I said, the shot went through his legs, and that's a nice little 30G in my back pocket. Thank you very much. Whelpdale, the left mid, I think that was, or he's a right midfielder playing in a left mid position. And that's not a bad strike on your left foot at all, especially for a bronze. However, unfortunately, as I said, the guy did know what he was doing, and he pulls out the nice little sorry, what did you say kind of celebration, and the salmon, I think it's called, either that or the brick or something, I'm not really too sure. But Bradshaw again using his 4-star skills to come back inside, and then a finesse from all the way out there, and completely sells the keeper. Keeper cannot do anything about it apart from hopelessly dive in out of desperation more than anything else. But another skill run from Bradshaw here with the Bergkamp flick to the roulette, then the cut back in, cut back out, cuts back again, and then cuts inside and finishes it very nicely indeed. Bradshaw, as I said, one of my best players, just always seems to perform to his highest standard. And as I said earlier on, throughout this series you're going to see him come through very good for me, and especially for 200 coins, that was the best buy I've ever had. And once again, another skill run here. As I said, I just cannot speak highly enough of him, and what finish that was, just inside the right post. Very good finish to finish off a very nice skill run indeed. And I believe that's the last goal. Oh no, it isn't. Oh, there is more at 4-1 against quite a hard opposition. I was quite surprised to get this many goals, but it seemed as though as soon as I scored my first goal, the floodgates kind of opened really. And in the 86th minute, we score another one to make it 5-1, and that is game, set and match. Now this team is not quite as sophisticated as the last one. As you can see, a few links in terms of English and Spanish players, but apart from that there's not really too much. 56 striker, who I was betting my luck that didn't have too much pace, and also 58 goalkeeper as well, who well, I was hoping that he wasn't going to be the best, let's just say that. Pardon me. So in the 5th minute we start off the highlights here, and a nice little ball played through, and what a chip that is, straight over the keeper, who is stood in no man's land and cannot do anything about that, with Hawley picking up the goal in the 8th minute, and that puts us up 1-0, and I think we go off on quite a few more goals as well in this episode, but before we do that, once again this guy comes back, just simply crosses it in, and I can't really do too much about that. All I can do is press the button to head it away, and if the player can't do that, then I can't do much more, I'm afraid. So a nice bit of play here actually, I left this in, and a nice bit of team connection, a nice bit of passing, and then just the defence opening ball, and the guy must have thought I was going to tramp it here, when in fact I just finessed it in. It was kind of taking a risk there, as it's a bronze player and his weaker foot, cutting inside. It could have always gone wide, as it did a few times in these games, but on this occasion he manages to put the ball in the back of the net, and that is that. Now in the 89th minute, Bradshaw once again, just touch of class. Of course he's going to get his goal in this game, and what a finish that was. Just again a nice little chip, and that was the last game for this episode. Now what we do in the rest of this episode is pretty much go and buy some more rotational players. So they're players that are going to help us out with with swapping over with other games, changing the lineup for each match just to keep fitness low, and as you see I go and do that now. I bought 2 centre mids, one Welsh and one called Sawyer. Of course he's not Welsh, he is English, and one was 63 rated and one was 57. However, you may say that 57 is pretty low rated bronze player. For if I can buy any one wild, I'd buy a 57 rated bronze, just because his stats looked actually pretty good for what I wanted him for, and I think the main reason was his pace. I don't like to buy anyone with less than 60 pace, so actually their Welsh has 61 pace and actually turns out to be quite a beast, and Sawyer with 73 pace there, and at 60 passing. So those were the 2 stats that I was looking at, and they were the reasons that I bought him. Of course Sawyer links up nicely with Welpdale and Bradshaw, and Welsh just sits in there with the English connections, and he's got that bright green connection with the right mid as well. So guys, this has been Original Canis. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe. I'm out. Bye bye.